AI is changing the world, but the real question is, are you using it to help you make more money? Or will you be caught off guard as others get rich? In this video, I'm going to reveal how you can print money with the brand new business model that AI has just unlocked. I haven't talked about this much yet, but behind the scenes, I've come across at least 5 of my friends who use this technique to make over $10,000 profit a month. And I don't see this opportunity disappearing anytime soon. In this video, I'll not only explain this new business model, but I'll also build the core components of this business in real time, so you can see with your own eyes how fast and doable this actually is, as long as you have the desire and actually put the work in. You see, I know this because I spent the last 5 years going from zero to building an e-com portfolio that's done $1 billion in top line sales. Nowadays, I also do a lot of consulting work, mentoring hundreds of e-com students daily. Throughout that time, I've encountered trends come and go, from high ticket dropshipping to viral TikToks, and yes, including AI. And based on everything I've seen, there's one thing I'm sure of. AI is here to stay, and it will create so many millionaires, but not in the way you think. See, the big misconception people have is that AI will flip everything on its head. Everyone is saying that it will completely change and even eliminate traditional businesses. And there's going to be a wave of AI businesses that didn't exist before. So the only way for you to succeed, they're saying, is to come up with some crazy groundbreaking idea that nobody else is doing, which I completely disagree with. In fact, I think this is the worst way to operate during this special AI opportunity. You see, no one truly knows where this AI thing is going. Jensen himself, the CEO of NVIDIA, the world's biggest supplier of AI chips, said he doesn't even know where things are heading. So that's exactly why trying to come up with a special, innovative, new business idea is one of the biggest mistakes you can make, because you're just experimenting. You're not building on proven foundations. The risk of failure is just too much, especially for a beginner. And that's just how people end up in debt, lose faith in continuing, and eventually just give up. Instead, what I see the smartest entrepreneurs do during this AI wave is take the best business models in the world, harness the power of AI. You literally have the work power of 100 people, 1,000 people teams at your fingertips, and simply build these proven businesses together faster and bigger with automation and AI. You can watch your income just grow with it. It's really that simple. The real challenge actually is figuring out which business model to do. As the founder of 10 companies myself and investing in companies on Shark Tank, I get to see so many different businesses. And I've noticed that particular business models have benefited from AI way more than others. So what I thought would be helpful is I'm going to take the most popular online business models right now and consider what's been happening to them so far since AI has come about. So we're actually assessing it based on actual observed evidence so far, what the future likely holds for these models, because you don't want to spend time building something that will just get you wiped out. So let's go through these one by one before I go and show you this exact perfect business model, and let's assess them based on 3 potential criteria. The first is anti-fragility, or how resilient a business model is from being wiped out completely with AI. Obviously, you'd want to pick one that will flourish because of AI rather than get replaced by it. Next, we've got profit potential. Ultimately, this is the purpose of a business. So it's worth building something that consistently shows it can generate a profit, or we can sell it for a huge amount of money after we've run the business. And lastly, you have the upfront investment in both time and money. Will it require millions of startup capital like software and months of work to do? If you're a beginner or you just have limited resources, the answer is obviously no, you don't want to be doing that. So with that, let's look at some potential candidates. There's obviously the agency model, where you provide some kind of service to others, video editing, social media marketing. We've got the sea of AI automation agencies that were born recently. The biggest pro with agencies is that it doesn't require that much upfront investment. You can probably get started with little to no money. Profit potential isn't too bad either, especially cash, but a problem, it's really, really fragile. And we've seen this time and time again. Ultimately, the biggest value of AI is that it automates online labor, whether that's analyzing a spreadsheet, creating content, building a website, and providing labor as a service, exactly what agencies are actually built on. So where is the guarantee that these services that agencies provide won't eventually just be completely replaced via AI? AI just keeps improving and improving, and things that weren't possible before become increasingly possible. For example, a big agency player I know, his name's Sanjar. He used to pay agencies to build websites, do SEO, but with the latest release of Google's Gemini models, he's able to build it entirely himself just by describing what he wants in a couple of prompts. And this will just continue happening as AI continues improving, which is inevitable at this point. So then what happens to the value of these agency services? It trends towards zero. If agency isn't the right way to go, how about YouTube faceless channels? I'm sure you've seen this advertised everywhere. It's like automated YouTubes. These are YouTube channels that have no real avatar. So if you're scared of cameras, it's okay. The biggest advantage is speed and cost. Anyone can whip these videos up without hiring an editor, a production team, and even a spokesperson. You can get paid via what the platforms pay out, the affiliate commissions as well, and you can get a bunch of sponsors. But that advantage of speed is also its biggest liability, because now anyone can do this business model with just a few clicks with AI. The market's going to get saturated really quickly, and we're seeing this, just how much AI slop is actually out there nowadays, and it's actually getting views. Now, I mentioned a couple of ways that you can monetize as well, but truthfully, the monetization methods for these channels are becoming less and less the more channels that come out there. Lastly, YouTube is becoming less and less of a reliable income stream. There's a reason why there's millions of YouTube channels out there, and it's estimated that only like 0.3% are actually monetized in a way that covers a full-time wage. And that leaves us with e-commerce, building a brand, providing real people with real tangible products. That's exactly the business model that allowed me to scale to over $1 million profit in my first proper year of e-commerce selling blankets. I've also launched the Hoodie, which does over $100 million a year in sales, which also got an offer for $60 million, over $60 million to actually buy the company. And I absolutely love e-commerce. It's what completely changed my life. And that's why I've started helping other people build their brands and change their lives as well. And with the current AI trend, I'm more excited than ever, because I know that people will always need and will always buy physical products. So demand will always be there. It's just a matter of finding the right ones. The great thing with e-com as well is it's very, very scalable. You can expand into other product lines, expand into other markets. The opportunity to scale is huge. And this is why the e-com industry is worth over $30 trillion. And the big plus is e-com has great exit potential, as I mentioned before. You're not only actively generating cash flow now, but you're also building a genuine brand which is compounding in value, which means that once you've built a big brand, you can sell the entire business for a multi-million-dollar exit. You simply can't do that with agencies or faceless channels, these other viral business models. Now, one thing to note, compared to the other business models, e-com has one maybe slight strike against it, which is the upfront investment that you need to have to start e-com. Now, a typical e-com brand could cost $10,000, $20,000 to launch. But you got to remember that we've got drop shipping as well. Drop shipping, we can get started for $1,000 because we never actually have to touch the stock. We can start selling, make some profit, build a beautiful custom product and brand later down the line. And remember, this slight barrier to entry, this upfront investment, is going to be a little bit of a barrier for entry, because a lot of beginners or kids in school that don't have this money can't actually get started in it. Now, there is one other area of e-com that I've seen people struggle with, and I'm going to teach you how to solve it. And that's time. From finding your winning product to shooting all of the ads to promoting your product, setting up an e-com store used to take weeks, sometimes months of research, planning, and building. This is all before you can start generating cash, which definitely put people off the business model. Now, make sure you take note that I said it used to be time consuming and required a lot of operational complexity. But with AI, the game has completely changed. And that's what our brand new business model is all about. It's the model that I'm shifting my e-com businesses towards, and what I'm advising to anyone starting out from scratch now is to get started with this business model, which is to stop just being a drop shipper, an e-commerce store owner, and instead to become the AI brand builder. You see, back when I was starting, I was convincing my girlfriend and mum to do a photo shoot when I got my sample that I had to wait weeks from China to send. If you know how to use it correctly, you can create creatives like this photo shoot that I did with AI instantly. So while everybody else is spending days browsing on Alibaba, searching for that winning product, you could already be selling that during that time and making cash. AI can help you find your winning product in an afternoon, create your Shopify store in under an hour, design ready-to-run ads and emails in seconds, and create realistic videos by yourself without a production team. Then you can launch your store and start earning. This means that not only is your e-com store running at far higher profit margins, but it also means that ultimately you're focused on what matters most, which is building the brand, not scrambling for models, times for photo shoots, and all the friction that used to come along with building an e-com brand. You definitely don't need design skills, technical skills, or years of e-com experience to do this model. And if you don't believe me, I understand. You get sold this stuff all the time. So let me prove it to you now. So I've got a very simple 3-step process about how to set up your store, which I'm going to show you in a second. But we need to get a Shopify store first. Now, the great news is that we can actually use AI to actually develop this. So we can come to this link here and we can go through these multiple steps. I'm going to do it really quickly. You can select your product, you can select your colors, and then go and set up a Shopify store. Now, this is a free trial, so there's no excuse not to get started, and it's going to build your store. We've seen so much more success giving people this store builder because it gives you a bunch of products that you can start selling if you want, but it also gives you a high converting theme for free. Now, this brings us to step 1, which is the fun part. Now, we have a few winning products if we've used this AI store builder, but we're going to find one that maybe nobody else is selling or very few people are selling because there's an opportunity there. So finding a product is undoubtedly the most important step of e-commerce. We have 2 options here. We can find something off the shelf, meaning that someone in China is already making it, and all we need to do is put our logo on it, or we can customize the product. Almost all beginners, I recommend finding something that already exists in the world. Obviously, you need to make sure that you're not infringing on any legal stuff, but I have launched multiple stores that have done millions of dollars where the product or something similar has already existed. By picking something that already exists in the world, we can get started with minimal upfront investment. We can simply find a product using AI, validate it with dropshipping, and try to make a profit as soon as possible so you can quit your 9 to 5. Now, the cool thing here is AI can help us sort out whether a product is been around for a long time. It can assess its gross margin and possible selling price, all by using deep research. All we need to do is use a spy tool, put a bunch of links of all of our top products. Then we can use this crazy prompt that I've created, and it's going to give us all of this analysis so we can not waste our time on a bad product. Now, if you've ever seen a dropshipping store before, you probably think to yourself, there's no way that these are going to work. And you are more often than not right. This is simply because they look super scammy and don't build trust. You can see some of these stores here. These are dropshipping stores for sure, and they just look terrible. They've got scammy photos, not consistent branding, lots of random different products. But the beauty is now that we can use AI to transform our store into something that we can be proud of. Now you can see here, this is a store that I built completely with AI. You can see all of these great product images. They're consistent in branding. Now, all I did to create these was I used Pinterest to find reference images. Then I created a JSON image using ChatGPT, this mega prompt like this. Then you can go to an image editor and create a brand new image that hasn't existed in the world. Then replace the product in the existing image that you've just created with your exact product, and you can adjust this as much as you want, and then you can create consistency across the website and test multiple products in a day. We can also use ChatGPT to make sure our branding is consistent. It can create logos just with this prompt. You can see here's a bunch of logos that I've now created, and it can even help us build really good landing pages like this AI builder. I can create a complete listicle page, which will help us actually get conversions and educate about our product. With just a few clicks, I've built this entire landing page and I'm ready to send traffic to it. And that's step 2, which is advertising your store. Now, this is where most e-com owners really struggle. With today's crowded market and ad platforms constantly changing their algorithms, getting people into your store with paid, profitable ads can be a huge challenge. Luckily, AI again makes it easy to constantly test ads and find winning ads. So for this, we can get AI to create brand new scripts that can help us convert our customers and talk and sell about our products, because some people just aren't good at marketing, so we can use AI to help with that. Then we can even turn these scripts into realistic videos. Watch this person talk about our product. That only took a few clicks. And what's really cool is we can actually create image ads as well from the images that we used before, the AI images that we created. We can use a tool and simply get some inspiration from other brands, drop our product in, use AI to put the copywriting on the page, and then we can launch the ad. You can see this image ad that I created with that exact process, 100% AI imagery. I spent $300 in one day, and it's produced $1,100 in returns at a 3.6 return on ad spend, which is pretty good, that it's a profitable ad for us. So I'm gonna repeat this process, create a bunch of ads, both videos and images. I'm gonna upload them using a very basic Facebook structure, which is broad targeting, set up the Facebook ads, and start running this at scale. And then this brings us to step 3, which is probably something that's really, really scaring people, which is the operations and actually fulfilling the orders. Now, I highly recommend using a tool called Zendrop here. They are a sponsor of mine, but there's no way that I would do this early stage drop shipping testing without someone like Zendrop. They are simply the best at the operation side of things. They're going to help you find the product, so you can simply grab your winning products, that list that AI has helped us create. Then we can go to Zendrop. We can install it on the App Store if we don't already have it. Then we can drop these links in here, request the product, and very, very quickly, Zendrop's going to come back to us with an exact price that they are going to charge us. So when we sell a product, they see my ad on Facebook, the customer, they purchase the product through my Shopify store. This will automatically send the order to Zendrop. They simply order the product, they ship it to the customer, and they handle all of the logistics. All you'll see is a tracking number pop up for your customer, and then you never have to actually touch the product. And this is the best way to actually get profitable as a beginner in the early stage, focus on your marketing and not have to worry about all of the logistics stuff. Now, at this point, you have a complete functioning e-com store. Granted, it is really the bare minimum, but it can be built in less than a day. And with this bare minimum, over the past 7 days, we've done $546 in USD in profit. And that's just with one winning ad. I am very confident at scale. If I really, really focus on this store, I could build it into $1 million store that could make over $200,000 profit a year. And that is huge, huge money for a beginner. If you spend a week or 2 weeks making this better, it would become very, very profitable using AI, like things like writing your email flows, coming up with new ad hooks, or even brainstorming promos. This new model is going to change the game for a lot of people. It's allowing beginners to achieve what e-com store owners used to take years to do. And for existing e-com businesses, it's going to let them scale like crazy. Now, here's the thing though. The tools and techniques that I showed you that might be working right now, they could become obsolete in a few months. This is not some fake urgency or something that I'm trying to do to scare you. It's just how fast AI is changing. And if you want to make this business model work and profit from it, you need to keep consistently getting ahead of the game with the best models. And the best way to do this, undoubtedly, is to get guidance from people who are already in the trenches, using AI to build, scale, and make money from their AI e-com stores. And this is exactly why I created the AI Brand Builder by Daily Mentor. This is a brand new course for beginners and experts, people that already have businesses, on how to use the best AI tools to build and scale profitable e-commerce brands as fast as possible. You'll get access to my full tutorials, hours of footage of detail, showing these 3 steps I just showed you in detail. In these tutorials, I'll grow a store right in front of you, so you can just completely copy me. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or already have an e-com brand, you'll learn a ton. And look, while you'll eventually see people saying that they can help you build AI stores like this, chances are they actually can't do it to our ability, because I paid top tier AI mentors and e-commerce mentors to make sure they are available to keep you up to date. You can message people in the forum where there's so many members already, or join our weekly course with mentors to make sure that you get the top tips that you deserve. If you don't believe me, know this. I have potentially made more millionaires in the e-com space than anyone else. Here are some of their stories.
So what's your business?
I have an apparel brand on Shopify in Australia.
So how's Daily Mentor changed your business?
Man, we were a small brand when we joined, and through you and the other mentors, we've been able to 10x the business, and we're just going to continue grinding. And the access that you guys give to us is like no other. It's like a directory for e-commerce owners, and dude, you built something good.
What's the main thing that you've learned to help 10x your business through Daily Mentor?
That's a great question. I think it's just a mixture of everything, right? Like we weren't doing emails. And so then learning from Jason and understanding how that works. And then learning from Robbie about Facebook ads. And then Echelon guys, the Google ads. Like it's all just a framework that comes together in Daily Mentor. You just learn so much.
Yeah. What's your name? What's your business?
I'm Francisco, and the business is Fedoma. We sell women's jewelry online.
And how big is it?
It is at 1.5 mil, and then this year we scaled up to 2 mil.
Congratulations. And why did you join Daily Mentor?
Honestly, we're stuck at a bottleneck. There's a few years that our revenue isn't going up too much, and I came across Daily Mentor, and you have been one of my biggest, someone that I look up to since the YouTube days, and I just thought it is time to have someone that knows more to put in the team, because sales can only go as far as what you know.
What's one lesson that you've implemented that justifies the return on investment?
Oh man, everything justifies it. I love it. The team is so involved. Everyone is so knowledgeable. I think one thing is fixing our ad account. Our ROAS went up from 2 to 3. And also our entire team has shifted the mindset in terms of strategy and pivoting as well from KC.
What's your name and what's your business?
Hey, my name is Badar. I'm from Iceman Customs, where we sell hip-hop jewelry for everyone.
How big's the business?
The team's total 6 people, and annual rev is probably around 2 million.
And why did you join Daily Mentor?
I was buying courses and I was watching YouTube videos. It would never get updated to how the world is moving, like now with AI and stuff. The world's ever changing. So, and number 2, it was very difficult to get like one-on-one help. It was like, here's a textbook and your problem's in there. So it was really good to get like one-on-one guidance and anything I needed.
One person in Daily Mentor, her name's Amy. She was actually one of my investments as well. Her baby was born 2.5 kilograms and he kept leaking through every disposable nappy. So she decided to make a nappy that fits. She built a small community on Facebook and begged a supplier to take a tiny order. She sold out in the first night. Then when her order came in, it was completely wrong. All the snap colors were mismatched and prints were wrong. And this is when she realized that e-com is hard and selling the product is only half the battle. When she joined Daily Mentor at $300,000 a year sales, our coaches helped her nail her Black Friday execution, create a really, really clear and consistent offer across all touch points, such as our homepage, product page, cart. Everything was aligned. We also gave her a really good tactic of a gift with purchase for any order that's over $250. And the results were crazy. She got a 37% AOV increase, and now she's doing over $1.5 million a year. She even made $100,000 in one day when going on sale. Another company is Oi Oi, which was actually founded in 1997. And the founder's daughter, Isabella, she joined the legacy business because it was in trouble. Like the entire team had been let go and they could not get e-com to work. We helped them, again, run their Black Friday strategy, helped them set up their ad account from scratch. The result? They more than tripled their e-commerce sales. And the crazy thing is I have hundreds of stories like this that you can see all on the Daily Mentor website when you click on there. And soon there's going to be hundreds of AI-enabled brands on our homepage. So click the link below to find out more about our AI brand builder. You can chat to one of our team and hear how you can get in the program. I'll see you in there.